Hey fiddle class. Ohala wants to say hi. Don't take offense. Ohala doesn't really like it when I play the violin either. So anyway, last week, this is going to be a long video because last week we covered some stuff and then I'm also going to put on this week's so I don't forget again to send out the video on time. So first we worked on anticipated downbeats, and that's just coming a little bit before the beat, and I'll do it on every phrase so you can hear what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as we talked about, it's a little cheesy if you do it every time. It's very predictable. Here's a version with some anticipated downbeats in there and some just normal. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course you can put them wherever you want to. Okay, and then we worked on shuffle accents. So if you're just playing A string and you're playing 1 E and a, or ticka ticka or Mississippi, and then we just add a little bit of accent on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts our shuffle in there on 2 and 4. And we can even take out the first ticka, just take out the ka, and so it'll be tick, ti, ticka, ti, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it could either be two shuffle patterns for now, with emphasis on beats 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. Change it. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. Change it. 2, 4. One other thing with the shuffle patterns is don't forget to tap your foot on every beat so that you know where 2 and 4 is in comparison to your shuffle. Okay, and then we tried a 2-note improv over a basic key of A, because we know that the home key, or the home note chord is A, and that the 5 chord is E. So I think we did something like idea is that when we were playing the A chord, in the beginning you would be playing notes A or C sharp. And then when we switch to the E chord, we would try and play notes E or G sharp. So here it is one more time. Starting with the A chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shuffle. 2. We also did, I believe, G major. We might have done D major too. So I'll give you all three of those tracks. We did A, and now here's G, and the 5 chord in G is D. So we'll start on G with the little shuffle going. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the G section, when you're hearing the 1 chord in G, you can play G or B. It can be your 2-note solo. And when we go and switch to D just for that little brief bit, try and stay on D or F sharp and let your ear kind of lead you there. Okay, here it is again. 1, 2, G chord, go. Okay, and then let's go ahead and go on to the final key, D. So in D, the 5 chord is A, and we'll start on D, and you can use notes D or F sharp. And when we get to the A chord, you can use A or C sharp. Okay, we're always using our root and our third, the bottom of the scale, and 3 notes up. Do and Mi. All right, here is D chord, the tunnel chord, and then we'll jump on over to the A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy improvising. Okay, you're seeing into the future right now if you're watching this before fiddle class, but this is what is to come. Today in fiddle class we're going to work on our rock-ups. And a rock-up is basically when you're on a double string and you go to a single string, or maybe you're on a single string, and in the one bow, in one slur, you're moving to the next note. So it could be like if I'm doing 4 on the D string in open A. So see, I'm just doing them together. And then I'm switching in just a little bit of the D string. And then catching the A on the up bow. And that's kind of a cool thing to do maybe at the end of a phrase, like, ooh. I did my little hammer on, and then did a rock up after that. So you can try rock ups probably with your 4th finger on the lower string and then open string above that. Okay, the other thing that we're going to learn, or you will have learned when you see this video, is how to put double stops into Old Joe Clark. The cool thing is that since it's in the key of A, we can just add an open A drum for the beginning part. So it'll look like this. Turn the volume. both A and E together at the same time. So when I go to the A string, I just make sure that I'm not bumping the E string and keep the same chord, so I don't even have to move my bow. Now right here, this is the E chord normally. Okay, so we went to the 5 chord here. A doesn't work in the 5 chord, so we got to put a B down on the A string. And we're droning that with open E. So 5 chord with the B. Here's our hammer on and our rock up. Here it is again. Okay, and we're just doing the A section today, but now you can go and impress all your friends because it's a super cool trick. And now, by popular request, this is Red Haired Boy. I'll play it for you so you can hear what we're getting into, and then slow down the A section. 1, 2, 1. Here's the A section, really slowly. Starting 1 on the D string. 1, 2, here it is. Next part, slurring up bow, C sharp D. Next part, C sharp D, E, A. D, next part, down the scale with a little slur. Like the beginning again. Okay, you got that? Next part the same. Same. And then this is the new part. We go to a high A, 3rd finger. Last part. F sharp, E, G, C sharp, A. Go down the scale, just skip the B on the A string. Last one. I'm not sure how many I did. Okay, so here it is, really slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. bit faster. See my bow? Take a step back. 1, 2, 3, 4.